Hey Brickmaniacs, it is Lando here at the designer's desk of Cody Ocell with his all-new Mosquito.
That's not it.
No?
You gotta say the whole thing.
The heck! DH.98 Mosquito Mark.
FB.
Oh, FB.
Mark 6. Facebook.
Okay.
Oh, we can't say that.
Mark.
That's copyrighted.
Mark-IV. Okay. This is a World War II Twin-Engine Fighter-Bomber. Which camera? Look at that
I'm just
camera.
gonna let you talk about the whole thing, then I don't have to.
Okay, so this airplane was designed in 1492 by Cody Ocell.
Yep.
I give up. Cody, go ahead.
All right. Yeah, a little bit of history. So this was built in 1940, and it was built mostly out of wood due to shortage of other plane building materials. And I've actually heard that it was built in furniture factories. What? Some components were built in furniture factories. Yeah, so having a lightweight frame built mostly out of wood saves you a lot of materials and makes it really fast.
Yeah?
So in 1941, it was one of the fastest aircraft in the world.
What?
Over 400 miles an hour. And it filled a lot of different roles. It was a light bomber, a fighter bomber, which is this variant, the fighter bomber, night fighter, and reconnaissance aircraft.
Yeah. Ooh, we can spin this around right on this thing.
So they, the British, requested a night fighter from the United States, the Black Widow, and as the United States was developing it, they just figured, well, we'll just use our Mosquito, we like it better anyways.
There we go.
So this filled their night fighter role throughout the war. And we actually saw this specific aircraft, obviously not a Lego model version of it, but the real life version in this color scheme at the air show.
Yeah? EAA?
EAA.
Yeah.
Yeah, air show. Yeah, earlier this year.
Yes.
So I got to
Do we have any pictures? Did you take any pictures of it?
yeah, camera guy
Camera guy got some pictures.
He's got some.
Are they on the screen right now? Oh, they are on the screen right now. Pretty. Ooh, that's a nice picture.
Ooh, nice picture. It looks just like this.
Cool.
So yeah, it was a nice, easy color scheme to come up with because it's pretty much dark gray on top. The light gray on the underside is more seafoam green, which doesn't really exist in a Lego color.
Not in quantity. I mean,
not quite. I mean, you could do sand green, but that's still not quite right. It's like a really seafoam green. That's what I would say. That's what I would say. Yeah, so I was able to brick build a color scheme. I got the red nose cones for the spinners.
The invasion stripes are really, really sharp on this one. It's cool.
Really sharp. Yeah, so wrapping around underneath, I tiled this portion.
Ooh.
Nice. Yeah, it's more of a straight spine on the top, and then it starts its taper going upwards.
So that's different.
It's a little different than
compared
most
to a lot of planes. Yeah.
Why, except for the Heinkel was kind of like that too. Except that didn't really taper much at all. Yeah, it's a cool design.
Yeah.
Fun to do that. Fun to change it up a little bit. Kind of a fun nose, different canopy. I was able to use some Lego elements for the canopy, which is not always.
Yeah, it's a pretty stock. That's some fairly straightforward stock Lego pieces up top there.
Yeah. It functions well. You can fit both of those pilots inside. So the pilot sits front left, and then the navigator sits sort of off and to the right.
Is it a pain in the butt to get the pilots in there?
Oh, it's pretty straightforward. Maybe later.
Later. Let's talk
once you talk about
yeah,
it
we'll
first.
talk about then we can put them in the cockpit.
So this is the fighter bomber variant, which means that it has more machine guns and a different nose shape. So there's 4 30 caliber machine guns here on top, and then underneath there would be 4 20 millimeter autocannons underneath, which we have represented there in sticker form as they're recessed inside.
Right.
And then they would be located here, whereas that's normally taken up with bomb bay. So you could add more bombs. It could carry up to about 4,000 pounds of bombs if it was in the light bomber configuration.
Sure.
But as a fighter bomber configuration, they could carry other armament under the wings, rockets or smaller bombs.
This thing is just bristling with guns.
Yeah,
That's pretty nuts.
Packed. Well, having a lightweight frame, you can do so much.
Yeah.
So I did put one brick built classic Brickmania bomb.
What?
In the bomb bay.
Nice.
Which closes up pretty nice around the bomb. Pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
Landing gear retracts as well.
Does it?
Yes. I was actually able to include a little bit of a mud flap.
Ooh.
Right there, right behind there. So in order to collapse the landing gear, you sort of turn the mud gear up, mud flap up, and then just recesses right up into itself there.
Get it? Get it? Gotta show the camera. There we go.
And it's kind of like a boat shape to the nacelle there, right behind the engine, and it tapers off. Just looking at the back of it, it's like a perfect straight seam, which doesn't really translate well in Lego, but
Sure.
To get a nice sharp point to it, but it retains that shape, and it's a cool airplane. Just getting up, being able to see it in real life helped a lot with learning how landing gear worked, and
well, especially like
seeing all the shapes that you don't typically see just in an image search.
Right. That's always nice getting the first-hand pictures because there's just different angles that you can't find pictures of it online or in books very commonly.
Yeah.
That's cool that you got a chance to see the real thing to make this.
Yeah.
So,
so aside from brick built camo on the sides, I was able to brick build this art on the tail, so it saves the sticker, so it's a printed part.
When I first saw that, I actually thought it was a sticker because we've done the sticker for that in the past. Like, oh, cool, you got the sticker. And then I looked closer, and it's like, oh, that's actually brick built, which is cool.
So, nice and simple. Printed parts, mostly it's made up of printed parts. So we have the printed roundel on the side here. That's just on one part. And then we have more printed stuff inside. We do have printed propeller tips on the blades.
Nice.
There's some printed radios inside. There's one very small radio. I doubt camera guy will be able to see it, but it's right behind the pilot. That's just on a 1x1 brick. It's really small. Anyways, that's in the kit. And then there's another one right directly behind both of them.
So that's radio equipment and...
Yeah. Navigation radio equipment.
Nice.
And then there's a joystick.
And just a classic little Lego.
Classic printed part. I love putting classic printed tile in there.
Yeah.
You don't seem too enthused.
What?
Talk about your pilots.
Don't seem too enthused. I'm super enthused because I made some pilots with double goggles.
Yeah. Updated guys, right?
Yeah.
Brand new.
So yes, I've made a British pilot before. That was just the basic uniform. I've added the life vest to this now. And I've also added a simulated fabric texture on all of the blue surfaces. And that's to kind of capture that look of that wool uniform. Just a nice little subtle texture. It's I don't know if the camera can get it, but it's there, I swear.
Yeah. No, it looks really awesome in person. You can see and feel that texture on there.
Yeah, a little tiny bit. I mean, it's not like it's massive texturing. It's just, but ink has a little bit of.
It's not massive texture, but it's texture.
Yes. And then the face. So he's got these goggles, but if you don't like those goggles, you can use the Lego goggles. So he's got goggles.
We have double goggles.
So he's extra eye protection.
It's perfect. Because the plane goes so fast, and they weren't prepared for it, so they needed to.
They had to put 2 sets of goggles on each pilot. That is not true, but that's what we're saying.
You get a bonus.
Bonus. Then he's got the oxygen mask. Yes, and these goggles here. So, yeah.
So when we have a miscommunication, you get a bonus.
You get a bonus. It's like, hey, Cody, I'm going to make goggles on the face artwork. And he's
sweet.
like,
I'll put them on the helmet.
Sweet, I'll put goggles on the helmet. Now we got both. Now you get both. Bonus goggles.
Yes.
That's what's really going to sell this kit, I think.
I think so.
Is the extra set of goggles. If you wouldn't mind changing gears here, put those figures in the cockpit.
Gotcha.
That'd be cool.
See what I can do.
It's the goggles. So it's going to, people are like, I wasn't sure about this kit, but now I'm going to get some extra goggles. That's going to put me over the edge, and I'm going to get this kit now. That's what someone's going to say.
I bet. Yeah, I bet.
So now you're putting a minifigure in there. Is this some sort of like time-lapse thing? Or how are we going to do this?
See, I'm holding it this way. You won't be able to actually see me doing it on purpose.
Actually, he zoomed in on his eyeballs.
No.
Oops. And he's reflecting off of his eyeballs.
Both pilots are in.
Mission accomplished. We got him.
It is a tiny cockpit.
That is a tiny cockpit.
It's tiny.
Of course, it doesn't help that a minifigure's head is like 2 feet wide. So.
Right.
It's really weird to think about that. As I'm designing a figure, I'm like, this guy's head is 2 feet wide. This is weird. Ow. Yeah, so that's what this looks like with minifigures in it. Now you know. Anything else you'd like to go over on this kit, Cody?
No.
No. I think with that's the Mosquito. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's the Mosquito. We got it. All right. For more information on this kit, please check out Brickmania.com. Thank you very much for watching.